Hello everyone, my name is Naman Goyal and today we are going to continue the topic quadratic equations and inequalities, right? So in previous lectures, we learned about how we find the roots of quadratic equation by using the concept of what? By using the concept of quadratic formula, or we can say that by using the concept of completing the squaring method, right? Okay, so in today's lecture, what we are going to do, we are going to learn about the relation between roots and coefficient. See, for a quadratic equation, ax square plus bx plus c is equals to 0. Okay, so what is the coefficient? See, the coefficient of x square is what? A. Coefficient of x is b and the constant term is c. So in today's lecture, we are going to learn about what is the relation between that roots and the coefficient. Okay. Now after that, we we are going to learn about how we draw the graph of quadratic expression, right? So the graph of quadratic expression is very important. Okay. And after that, we learn how to solve inequalities and then determining maxima and minima of a quadratic graph. So basically, maxima is what? Maximum value. Maxima stand for maximum value and minima stand for minimum value. Okay. So of a quadratic graph. Okay. First of all, as I told you in previous classes also, the graph of quadratic expression. Graph of quadratic expression is a parabola. Is what? Parabola. Okay, as you see, this is the graph of quadratic expression. If I draw the graph of quadratic expression, it can be like that also. See, there are two types of parabola. This parabola is known as mouth open upward. Mouth open upward parabola. Okay, because the mouth is opening upward of this parabola. And similarly, this parabola is known as what? Mouth open downwards. Okay, so basically these types of things we are going to learn in this lecture. Okay, so no need to worry, one by one we are going to take everything. First we are going to learn about what? First we are going to learn about this one. Okay, now the concept is what? Relation between quadratic roots, relation between roots and coefficient. So as I told you, what if I take a quadratic equation as ax square plus bx plus c? If there is a quadratic expression ax square plus bx plus c is equals to 0, let me take the roots are alpha and beta. So first thing is what? We find sum of roots. Sum of roots is what? Alpha plus beta, which is minus b by a. Means it can be written as minus of coefficient of x. B is what? Coefficient of x upon a is what? Coefficient of x square. If you see, sum of zeros is what? Alpha plus beta, which is minus b by a, which is equals to minus of coefficient of x upon coefficient of x square. Okay, now this is first thing we have to learn. And second thing we have to learn is what? Product of these roots. Product of these roots is what? C upon a. Now c is what? A constant term. Okay, and what is a? If you see in this quadratic equation, a is what? Coefficient of x square. Okay, so if you see here, it can be written as like this. Okay, are you getting my point? So if you see, consider a quadratic equation ax square plus bx plus c. The sum of roots of a quadratic equation is equals to the negation of the coefficient of the second term divided by the leading coefficient. Leading coefficient is what? The coefficient of term which contains the degree power. Okay, so the leading coefficient is what? A. So here we take roots as r1 and r2, so it will be find as r1 plus r2 is minus b by a and r1 r2 is c by a. Okay, so you can take alpha beta, you can take r1 r2, you can take x1 y1, x1 x2. whatever you want to take you can take. Okay, there is no foundation. Okay, now there is a good question. Okay, so before starting doing this question, we are going to do a simple question. So if there is a quadratic equation, x square plus 4x plus 3 is equals to 0, and if question is asking for what, find sum of roots and product of roots. So sum of roots is what, alpha plus beta, which is what, minus of b by a. See, if you compare this equation with ax square plus bx plus c is equals to 0, then what you will get? If you compare this equation with this one, then what will you get? If you see, what will you get? You will get as, this pen is not visible, let me change the pen, give me a minute. Okay, now it says visible. A is what, 1, right? B is what, 4, and C is what, 3. So as we know that alpha plus beta is what, minus b upon a. So the minus b value is 4 and a is 1, so the answer is minus 4. Now same alpha into beta, this is multiplication into beta, is what, c by a. The value of c is what, 3, and a is 1, so the answer is 3 only. So these types of simple question we can do with the help of sum of roots and product of roots. Okay, now there is a question, good question, huh? This is very good question, you can mark a star on this question. Okay, now if the difference between the roots of this quadratic equation is 17, then find the value of k. Okay, let's see solution. See, for this quadratic equation, x square minus 13x plus k is equals to 0. We can take alpha and beta are the roots. Now in this question, it is given that alpha minus beta is equals to 17. It is given in the question. Okay. Okay. Now with the help of this equation, we can find the value of what? Alpha plus beta and alpha beta, isn't it? So alpha plus beta is what? Minus of minus 13 upon 1. A is 1, which is 13. And the value of alpha beta we can find as k upon 1, which is k. Now, see, this is very important property. If you have the value of a plus b and a into b, for example, if you have the value of a plus b and a into b, and if question is asking for a minus b, then which formula you have to use? See, a minus b whole square can be written as a plus b whole square minus 4ab. If you see, a minus b whole square is what? A square plus b square minus 2ab, right? Now if you see the RHS part, a plus b whole square is what? A square plus b square plus 2ab. Now if I make a square plus b square plus 2ab minus 4ab, so it gives what? A square plus b square minus 2ab, right? And which is nothing but a minus b whole square. So we can write down a minus b whole square as what? A plus b whole square minus 4ab, isn't it? This is very important. Are you getting my point? Okay, now if any question it is asking for a plus b whole square and a minus b is given and a into b is given. Okay, so what formula you are going to use? You can take this to this side, right? So it becomes what? A minus b whole square plus 4ab. You have to use this. Okay, so in this question, in the given question, it the value of alpha beta we have, the value of alpha minus beta we have, and question is asking for k, which is alpha beta. So we can use either this one or this one, whatever you want to use you can take. I'm going to use this one. Okay, so it gives what? Alpha, we can write down alpha minus beta whole square is what? Alpha plus beta whole square minus 4 alpha beta, right? We can write it like this. Okay, now if you see, value of alpha minus beta is 17, so this can be written as 17 whole square is equals to alpha plus beta is what? 13 whole square. minus 4 alpha beta. Okay, see, if you use this formula, alpha plus beta is 17 and alpha beta is what? 13. Okay, so you can use this formula. Okay, now if you see here, now if you see, we can take this quantity to this side, so it becomes 4 alpha beta is equals to 13 square, is equals to 13 square minus 17 square. Okay, now what is 13 square? 13 square is what? 169. So 4 alpha beta is what? 13 square is what? 169 minus this is 17 square is what? 289. Okay, now listen, 4 alpha beta is nothing but 4k is equals to 169 minus 289 is what? Minus 120 is what? Minus 120. So the value of k, for the value of k you have to divide both the side by 4, you will get minus 30. So the answer for this equation is what? Minus 30. Okay, so these two things are very important. You have to remember this. If in a question a minus b whole square is asking, means if in a question a minus b, question is asking for a minus b and a plus b is given and ab is given, then what you have to do, you have to use the concept of a minus b whole square, which is a plus b whole square minus 4ab, isn't it? So what we get? Answer as 30. If you see in this solution, answer is what? Minus 30. Okay, now this is what? Relation between roots and its coefficient. Okay, so we can do one more question here, we can do that. Okay, there is a question, if there is a quadratic equation x square plus 2x plus 3 is equals to 0. There is a question x square plus 2x plus 3, or we can take this as 4x plus 3 is equals to 4x plus 3 is equals to 0. Okay, okay, now question is asking for, if alpha beta are the roots of this quadratic equation, then find the value of alpha square plus beta square. Question is asking for that. Question is what? A quadratic equation x square plus 4x plus 3 is equals to 0 is given. Alpha beta are the roots of that quadratic equation, then find the value of alpha square plus beta square. Now see, I can write alpha square plus beta square as what? Alpha plus beta whole square minus 2 alpha beta. Listen carefully. How it can be written as, see, if I open this, it gives alpha square plus beta square plus 2 alpha beta and minus 2 alpha beta is there, so they will cancel out each other, it will give alpha square plus beta square only. So this LHS is equals to RHS. Now for this equation, if alpha beta are the roots, so what I know the value of alpha plus beta is minus 4 and alpha beta is 3, isn't it? Yes, it is. Okay, so the value of alpha square plus beta square is what? Alpha plus beta whole square, which is minus 4 ka whole square minus 2 into 3. So it is 16 minus 6. So the answer is 10. This is 10. Okay, the value of alpha square plus beta square we got as 10. Okay, so we can do these types of question. Okay, if question is asking for alpha cube plus beta cube, then we are going to use the concept of a cube plus b cube. Okay, are you getting my point? Okay, so in later we are going to learn these types of questions also. Okay, now see, graph of quadratic expression. See, as I told you so many times, the graph of quadratic functions is a U-shaped curve or is known as parabola. So this is the graph of quadratic equation. Okay, now see, as I told you, the graph of parabola is known as, the graph of quadratic expression is known as parabola. ठीक है, अच्छा ये किसका ग्राफ है? y इज इक्वल टू ए एक्स स्क्वायर प्लस बी एक्स प्लस सी का ग्राफ है, राइट? As I told you, there are two types of parabola. One is mouth open upward, and next one is, second one is mouth open downward. ठीक है, अब ये हमारे पास क्वाड्रेटिक है. अब एक क्वाड्रेटिक एक्सप्रेशन के दो ग्राफ पॉसिबल है. वन इज माउथ ओपन अपवर्ड एंड माउथ ओपन डाउनवर्ड. देन हाउ वी गेट कि आइदर द ग्राफ इज माउथ ओपन अपवर्ड एंड माउथ ओपन डाउनवर्ड. हाउ वी गेट दिस, हमें कैसे पता लगेगा कि माउथ ओपन अपवर्ड कब बनेगा और माउथ ओपन डाउनवर्ड कब बनेगा. सो all these things are decided by value of a. See, if a is positive, a is positive means coefficient of x square is positive, or we can say that leading coefficient is positive, then the graph is mouth open upward. तो mouth open upward बनेगा कब, when the coefficient of x square, or we can say that leading coefficient or the value of a is positive, then it gives mouth open upward. So the graph for this is x y axis, this is x axis. So the dummy graph we got like this, mouth open upward. And mouth open downwards कब बनेगा, when a is negative. If a is positive, then it gives what, mouth open upward, and if a is negative means coefficient of x square is negative, not positive, is negative. So the graph, dummy graph is like this. Are you getting my point? Okay. Okay. Now, if we are going to interpret this graph, so in this question, in this, there is a point, the sign of the coefficient a of the quadratic function affects whether the graph open up or down. If a is less than 0, then the graph make up from open downwards, and if a is greater than 0, then it is open ups. Now there is a graph given of a quadratic expression. First of all, for this graph, if you see, it is mouth open upward, so we can say that the value of a is positive, isn't it? If you see, the mouth of that graph is open upward, so it will gives what, a as positive. Now next thing is what, that point at which graph turns, make a turn. If I wants to draw the graph of parabola, so I go till this part, then I suddenly make a u-turn. So the point at which graph takes u-turn is known as vertex of that parabola, is known as what, vertex. So in this graph, this point is what, vertex. X intercept is what, the point at which graph cuts x-axis. The point at which graph cuts x-axis, that point is known as x-intercept. So for this graph, if you see, that point and this point and this point is what, x-intercept. And same for y-intercept is what, the point at which graph cuts y-axis. See, for x-intercept, if we take x-axis, so for y-intercept, what we have to do, we have to take y-axis. So if you see from this graph, the y-intercept is this point. And what is axis of symmetry? If I draw a line cutting in the middle, passing through vertex, so it will divide the two parabolas into same part, congruent part. So this line is known as symmetry, axis of symmetry. So these are the basic terminologies for the graph of quadratic expression. Okay. Okay. Now we are going to learn about how we draw the graph of this quadratic polynomial. Okay. Now see, for making quadratic polynomial, what we need three things. First is vertex. Second is x-intercept. And third is y-intercept. Okay. For any quadratic expression, the vertex is nothing but minus b upon 2a comma minus d upon 4a. For any quadratic expression, the vertex of that parabola is what, minus b upon 2a comma minus d upon 4a. How we find x-intercept? See, if you see in previous slide, if you see there, what is x-intercept? The graph cuts x-axis, isn't it? And the graph cuts x-axis. The point is also known as roots of that graph, right? Roots of that polynomial. We can say that the point at which our graph cuts x-axis is also known as zeros of that polynomial. So for x-intercept, what we have to do? What we have to do? We have to find out the x-intercept. And what is x-intercept? The point at which graphs cuts x-axis, isn't it? Are you getting my point? Okay. And y-intercept is what? If you see in our graph, the y-intercept is what? The point at which the x coordinate is 0. So for y-intercept, what we have to do? We have to put x is equals to 0. Okay. So question is how to draw graph, right? Question is what? How to draw, how to graph, draw, basically draw, how to draw graph of a, how to graph a quadratic equation. Okay. So first thing, what we need? Vertex. So vertex for any quadratic polynomial is what? Minus b upon 2a comma minus d upon 4a. Second thing is what? X intercept. And what is x intercept? Roots of that quadratic equation. ठीक है. And y intercept is what? Y intercept is what? The point at which x coordinate is 0. The point at which x coordinate is 0. Are you getting my point? Okay. अब देखो हमें क्या करना है ना, एक ग्राफ बनाते हैं ना, एक ग्राफ बनाते हैं. Now we are going to draw the graph of y square. Y is equals to x square plus 5x plus 6 का. ठीक है. So now we are going to draw the graph of this one. Okay. Now first of all, what we have to do? We have to find the value of vertex. ठीक है. तो वर्टेक्स निकालने के लिए हमें पहले a का वैल्यू पता होना चाहिए, विच इज 1, b is 5, c is 6. Okay. So for finding the value of vertex is what? Minus b upon 2a comma minus d upon 4a. तो पहले minus b upon 2a निकाल लेते हैं ना, कोई जल्दी नहीं है अपने को, है ना. फर्स्ट अपॉन वी आर गोइंग टू सॉल्व फॉर वर्टेक्स. So minus b upon 2a, तो minus 5 upon 2 into 1, which is minus 5 by 2. Okay. Now minus d upon 4a. Okay, so see the value of d is what? Minus of b square minus 4ac upon 4a. Okay. So minus of b square कितना हो जाएगा? 25 minus 4 into a is 1. 4 into 1 4, 4 into 6 is 24. ठीक है. Upon 4. So it will be minus 1 upon 4. It will be what? Minus 1 upon 4. So the vertex is what? Minus 5 by 2 comma minus 1 upon 4. Got it? ठीक है. ये हमारे पास वर्टेक्स आ गया. अच्छा, नेक्स्ट क्या था हमारे पास स्टेप्स? वी हैव टू फाइंड व्हाट? एक्स इंटरसेप्ट. ठीक है. सो व्हाट इज एक्स इंटरसेप्ट? रूट्स ऑफ दैट क्वाड्रेटिक इक्वेशन. तो इसका रूट्स क्या होगा ना, तो हमारे पास क्या है? एक्स स्क्वायर प्लस 5x प्लस 6 इज इक्वल टू 0. So we can find the roots of this quadratic equation by using the concept of middle term splitting, because this is very simple quadratic equation. What we need two numbers whose product is 6 and sum is 5. So 3 and 2, I think, right? So it becomes x square plus 3x plus 2x plus 6 is equals to 0. Now I can take x common from these two. So it gives x plus 3 plus 2 common, it gives x plus 3. Now it is 0. it is equals to 0. Now you can take x plus 3 common. It gives x plus 2 is equals to 0. So the value of x intercept you got is a minus 3 and x is equals to minus 2. This is minus 2. Okay. Now the third thing is what? Y intercept. So for y intercept, what we have to do? We have to put the value of x as 0. So if I put y for y intercept, if we put x as 0, so it gives 0 plus 0 plus 6, right? So y intercept is what? 6. So it means what? The graph cuts y-axis at 6 comma 0 comma 6 and graph cuts x-axis at minus 3 comma 0 and minus 2 comma 0. Now we are going to draw the graph. Okay, we have less space, but we can manage. Okay. So first is graph is passing through. Okay, it is easier to, if I draw the graph to this side, then it becomes much easier. Okay. Yes, we can manage, है ना? Okay, now see. First, graph cuts x-axis at point minus 2, so we can take this point as minus 2 and this point as minus 3. Okay. Now, vertex is what? Minus 5 by 2 comma minus 5 by 4. So this point can be vertex. This point coordinate is minus 5 by 4. 5 by 2, not 5 by 4, 5 by 2 comma minus 1 by 4. ओके ऐसा, ठीक है. दिस इज पॉइंट माइनस 1/4. ओके, एंड the graph cuts y-axis at 6,0. So this point we can take 0,6, not 6,0, 0,6. Okay. So if I draw the graph, if I want to draw the graph by taking these points, so how I can draw? See, the graph look like this. It passes through that vertex is the minimum point and it's like this, right? So we got the parabola and this graph is the graph of required given equation. Are you getting my point? Okay. Now next question is what? We want to draw the graph of this one. Okay. So first of all, we are going to find vertex, then x-intercept, then y-intercept. So for vertex, vertex is what? Minus b upon 2a comma minus d by 4a. So minus b upon 2a, which is minus 5 upon 2 into 2, which is minus 5 by 4. Okay. First we are going to do for vertex, है ना? And minus d is what? B square minus 4ac upon 2a. 4a, not 2a, 4a. So it will be minus of b square is what? 25 minus, I can do it again. Okay, इसको थोड़ा सा अपन नीचे कर लेते हैं ना. Okay, नीचे कर लेते हैं. Okay, now see, minus d upon 4a. So it will be minus b square minus of b square minus 4ac upon 4a. So it will be minus of b square is what? 25 minus 4 into a is 2 into 2 upon 4 to the 8. This is minus, okay, upon 8. ठीक है. So minus of 25 minus 4 to the 8, 8 to the 16. So 25 minus 16, I think 9. Minus 9 by 8 is the we got. So the vertex of this graph is what? Minus 5 by 4 comma minus 9 by 8. Are you getting my point? Now for what? X intercept, 2x square plus 5x plus 2 is equals to 0. We have to put this. Then what we do? We want to find the root of this quadratic equation. So into करने पे 4 plus करने पे 5. So 4 और 1. So it can be written as 2x square plus 4x plus x plus 2 is equals to 0. So we can take 2x common. It gives x plus 2. Now we can take 1 common. X plus 2 is equals to 0. X plus 2 is equals to 0. So the value of x either minus 1 by 2 or x is minus 1 minus 2. Now for y-intercept, what you have to do, you have to put x is equals to 0. So basically the y-intercept for a quadratic expression, the constant term is the y-intercept. So y-intercept is what? 2. Okay. Now we are going to draw the graph. X-axis, y-axis. First of all, we are going to mark x-intercept. So x-intercept, one is minus 2 and minus half. Okay. Next is vertex is what? Minus 5 by 4 and minus 9 by 8. So this point can be vertex. Minus 5 by 4 and minus 9 by 8. And the point at which cuts y-axis, it is 0, comma 2. Okay. Okay. Can I draw it down it again? So it like this 0, comma 2. Okay. Now what we have to do, we have to draw the graph by joining this point, this point, this point, and passing through this point. So it can be like this. Okay. So if you see in this quadratic equation, the value of a is 2. So as we know that if the value of a is positive, then the graph is what? Mouth opening upward. So for this curve, we got mouth opening upward. Okay. And for this for this question, the value of a is again positive, which is 1. So for this one, we also got mouth opening upward, right? Now see, this is the formula minus 5 by 4 comma minus 9 by 8. As we got the same, right? So this is the vertex. Okay. This is the vertex. X is equals to minus 2 and this, and then we have to join this. Okay. Any doubt? No. If you wants to mark this point, you can take the value of that polynomial or that expression at any point. Okay. In this question, he take on minus 3. You can take any point. Okay. Okay. Now the next topic, as I told you earlier, we are going to cover 3 important topics in this lecture: relation between roots and coefficient, graph we already done. Now inequalities and determinant, maxima and minima. Okay. Okay. Now move to what? Inequalities. See, what is inequality? First, we are going to learn about what is inequality. A quadratic inequality is an equation of second degree that use an inequality sign instead of equal sign. Listen, if I write down 2x square plus 3x plus 1 is equals to 0. So this is what equation. This is what equation, because here equality sign is there. If I write down same like 2x square plus 3x plus 1 is greater than 0. So now it becomes what? A inequality. This becomes what? A inequality. Okay. So how we solve the inequalities? The solution of quadratic inequalities always gives the two roots. It may differ and can be determined discriminant b square minus 4c. It means what? See, they may be differ roots. There are two roots for a quadratic inequation. So it can be differ, and we can define by the concept of d, as we know that the for nature of roots, right? So the quadratic equation is in the form of like this: ax square plus bx plus c less than 0. Okay. Now I am going to give some idea what these graph exactly state. Now see, if there is a graph of a quadratic equation like this, so if you see For solving the quadratic inequality means what? You have to find the value of that variable for which the part of that quadratic polynomial is positive. It means what? You have to find the value of x for which this value, the value of this one is what? Positive. So if you see for this graph, this part is a negative part, this part is a negative part, this part and this part is a positive part, this part and this part is a positive part, this part is a negative part, same this part and this part is a positive part, right? So how we solve the inequalities? Okay, so if I want to solve, see, we are going to take this simple example. 2x square plus 3x plus 1 is greater than 0. So first of all, what we have to do, we have to factorize the quadratic polynomial or quadratic expression. We can say that it is given. We first of all we have to factorize it. So what we have to do, we have to factorize this. So this is can be written as 2x square. Now into करने पे 3 plus करने पे 3. So it is tough to factorize. Into करने पे 2 plus करने पे 3. So we can write down 2x plus x plus 1 is greater than 0. Now you can take 2x common, it gives x plus 1. Now you can take 1 common, x plus 1 is there. Now 2x plus 1, x plus 1 is greater than 0. Now if you draw the graph of this one, so the roots are -1 and -1/2. So the graph of this one is like this. This is -1/2, -1, and this is -1/2. So you, if -1/2, right? So if you see question asking for what? Positive part. So that part is positive part and this part is also positive part. So it means what? When x is less than -1 and when x is greater than -half, it will gives always positive part. Isn't it? Are you getting my point? Okay. The point may be more clear when we doing questions. Okay. So now in this question, it is given like that. So what we have to do, we have to solve this quadratic inequality. So first of all, we have to take all the terms at one side. So it becomes 2x square minus 9x minus 5 less than 0. Got it? Into for multiplication 5 into 2 means 10 and for subtraction it is 9. So 10 and 1. So it becomes 2x square minus 9x plus x, not minus 9x, it is 10x. Minus 10x plus x minus 5 is less than 0. So you can take 2x common, it gives x minus 5 plus 1 common, x minus 5 is there less than 0. So 2x plus 1 into x minus 5 is less than 0. So the factorized form we got, it is like this. Now see, first of all, you can do this question by you making graph of this one. So method 1, by graph. See, if you see first part, first root is what? -half, and second is what? 5. So and the coefficient of x square is positive. The only possibility for the graph is like this, isn't it? So you can see, if I want positive part, what I want negative, not positive part, what I want negative, the quantity of this quadratic polynomial should be negative. So for which number it should be negative? For that number which should be negative. So when x belongs to -1/2 to 5, it gives negative part, right? Okay, now method 2, by using the concept of number line. So what we have to do, we have to mark the roots on number line. So one root is what? -half and another one is 5. So -half comes there and 5 comes there. From the right hand of the 5, you have to take it as plus. It means what? If you take the value of x which is greater than 5, you will got the value of this part is positive. Why? See, if I take a number greater than positive, for example, if I take 6 over there, so 6 minus 5, 1, and 2 into 6, 12 plus 1, 13. So 13 into 1 is positive. So the value of that quadratic part is positive when you take the value of x as greater than 5. Now, if you take the value of x is in between -1/2 to 5, so it will give negative and then it will give positive. So you want what? This part, negative part. So the value of x is what? Less than 5 and greater than -half. Okay, so if you see, for all the zeros of the inequality, for all the zeros of the inequality, x minus 5 should be 0, x should be less than 5, and this should be less than 0, and this is 5. So for this answer, it is this -half to 5. Okay. Now, next and last topic of this lecture is what? Maximum and minimum value of quadratic graphs. So if I told you there are two possibilities of graph, when a is positive, the graph is look like this, and if not, this is not for a positive, this is for a negative. Okay, mouth open downward. Okay, and for a positive, it is look like this. Okay, my mistake, my bad. This is not look like this, this is look like this. Okay, so if you see, when a is negative, that value is the maximum for all the graph. See, what is maximum? The highest value. What is minimum? The smallest value. So for a is less than 0, the maximum value is there, and for a is greater than 0, the minimum value is there, right? Okay, so one can then identify the minimum and maximum value of a parabola by identifying the y coordinate of the vertex. See, if you see, this x coordinate is y x, and is the y coordinate. So the point is x comma y. As we know that मैक्सिमम वैल्यू एंड मिनिमम वैल्यू इज ओनली फॉर वाई वैल्यूज, है ना? फंक्शन का वैल्यू है ना, अपने एफ एक्स का वैल्यू क्या होगा? बेसिकली एफ ऑफ एक्स होगा. सो एफ ऑफ एक्स इज व्हाट? द वाई कोऑर्डिनेट. So for maximum and minimum value, in this case, the vertex, the point of this coordinate, the coordinate of this point is what? Minus b upon 2a and minus d upon 4a. And for same in this case also, it is minus b upon 2a comma minus d upon 4a. So basically, the maximum or minimum value can be identified by seeing the y coordinate of that vertex, which is minus d by 4a. If a is positive, then minimum value is there, and which is minus d by 4a, and if a is negative, then the maximum value is there, which is minus d by 4a, and both the values are arrives at minus b upon 2a. Okay, so you can use graph to identify the vertex, or you can find the minimum or maximum value algebraically by using the formula x is what? Minus b by 2a, as I told you now. Okay, so you can do this, you can find the value of maximum and minimum. Okay, now see, for this graph, okay, for this graph it is minimum there. For this graph, minimum is there because it is a positive, and for this graph maximum is there because a is negative, right? Now question is what? The function defined f of x is equals to x square plus 6x plus 11. For what value of x does fx attains minimum value? Attains minimum value. We complete this question. Attains minimum value. Now see, as we know that if we have a quadratic like x square plus 6x plus 11, here a is what? Negative. A is positive. So the minimum value is there, and minimum value is attained at minus b upon 2a, and the value and the minimum value is what? Minus d upon 4a. So we know that the value of x, the value of x at which fx attains minimum value is minus b upon 2a. So the value of b is what? Minus b is what? 6. So minus 6 upon 2, a is 1. So the answer is minus 3. Okay, you can do this question in single line. Okay, or you can do the same process. Okay, you will get the same answer. Okay, let me tell you how this question is done by this method. See, y is equals to, this is given. Okay, So what we do, we just take this 11 to this side, so what we get, this part, right? Now basically here we are trying to make it perfect square, the RHS part. Okay, what we do, we are trying to make it perfect square. So x square 2 from our side, the number which comes here, which come also here, so for balancing 3 comes additional. Now plus 3 square minus 3 square, so this quantity becomes what, x plus 3 whole square. So what we get, we got this part. Now see, for maximum value, for minimum value of this one, see, this is a positive number and this is also a positive number because square is there. So for minimum value, this number must be 0, right? So this number of what must be 0. So the x plus 3 must be 0, right? So the x is what, minus 3. Okay. So you can do this, right? Now there are some practice question. We are going to do it now. Okay. Okay. Now see, first question is what? X square plus 7x plus 10 is equals to 0. First question. This is second and this is third. First question is what? X square plus 7x plus 10 is equals to 0. Then find the value of alpha minus beta, alpha square plus beta square, and alpha cube minus beta cube. Okay, so first part, as I told you, if in question it is given that, so alpha plus beta is what, minus 7, and alpha beta is what, 10. So if in question alpha plus beta is given, alpha beta is given, and question is asking for what, alpha minus beta, right? So what we have to do, we have to take this property, alpha minus beta whole square is what, alpha plus beta whole square minus 4 alpha beta. So alpha minus beta whole square is what, alpha plus beta is what, minus 7. So minus 7 square minus 4 into 10. So it becomes 49 minus 40. So alpha minus beta whole square is what, 9. So the value of alpha minus beta is 3. Okay. The value of alpha minus beta is what, 3. Okay. Got it? Okay. Got it. Okay. Got it. Now B part. Question is asking for alpha square plus beta square. I told you a similar question. If question is asking for alpha square plus beta square, then it can be written as alpha plus beta whole square minus 2 alpha beta, right? So this alpha plus beta is what, minus 7 square, which is 49 minus 20. Answer is 29. Okay. Now third part. Alpha cube minus beta cube. See, this is in the form of a cube minus b cube, right? So a cube minus b cube is what? A minus b into a square plus b square plus ab. So we know the value of alpha minus beta, which is 3. Alpha square plus beta square, which is 29. And alpha beta is what? 10. So it will be 3 into 39, right? So if you solve 39 into 3, you will get 117. So the value of alpha cube minus beta cube is what? 117. So if we are going to check the answer, it is 3, 29 and 117, right? Are you getting my point? Okay. Now, now, next question. Okay, first we are going to do 3 and second question we are going to do on next page. The y coordinate of the vertex of a parabola that opens down is known as what? See, opens down is this. So the y coordinate of this parabola is what? Maximum, because open down is there. So it gives what? Maximum value. So the answer for this one is what? Maximum. Okay. Now next question is what? Second question, minus x square plus 3x minus 2. Minus x square plus 3x minus 2 is less than or greater than? Greater than equals to 0. Is greater than equals to 0. Now see, the coefficient of x square must be positive if you want to solve the inequality, then it must be positive. So what I do, I just take all the terms on right hand side. So it gives what? X square minus 3x plus 2 is less than equals to 0. Now we can factorize this. X square minus 2x minus x plus 2 is less than equals to 0. You can take x common, x minus 2 minus 1 common, x minus 2 less than equals to 0. Now x minus 1 into x minus 2 is less than equals to 0. Now you can draw the graph. Now the roots for this graph is what? 1 and 2. Okay, for this one, right? It is look like this. Now you want negative part. Now see, equality is there, means equality is there means the value of that polynomial will can be 0. Okay, so 0 is included, so these points are included, so the value of this answer is what? This part, negative plus 0. So this complete part is our answer. So x is greater than equals to 1. X can be 1 because at 1 this value is become 0, or we want 0, and less than equals to 2. Got it? Okay, so if you see, this is the answer. Okay, so what we learn in today's lecture, we are going to take a quick review. Okay. ठीक है. So we learn about these four major topics: relation between roots and coefficient, graph of quadratic expression, inequalities, and determining maxima and minima of quadratic graphs. Okay, so after that we do some questions. All the questions we do in today's class is very important. So if you don't get something, you have to watch this lecture again. Okay, and after watching this lecture, you have to do questions by your own. Okay, you have to do that questions again. Okay. Okay, so after that we learn about the quadratic inequalities and maxima minima. Okay. Okay, now the next is this one, and next is, thank you so much, stay safe and enjoy. Hope you will be seen, we will meet in next class. Okay, and thank you so much.